Welcome back to Cozy English Podcast. I'm your host, Avery.
And I'm Melody. Hi, everyone. So glad to have you with us today.
Melody, I have a question for you to start things off. Do you play any sports?
That's a great question. I try to stay active. I'm not on any teams, but I like to move. How about you? How often do you exercise?
I try to go to the gym a few times a week. For me, it's a really great way to stay active and clear my head after work.
Exactly. And that's our topic for today. We're going to talk all about sports and exercise and how you can talk about them in English.
That's right. We'll give you some youthful vocabulary and phrases so you can talk about your own exercise routine. So, can you talk about your exercise routine in English? By the end of this episode, you'll be able to answer that question with confidence.
Okay, let's start with a vocabulary warm-up. These are some key phrases that will be the building blocks for talking about fitness.
First up, a simple but very important one. I play soccer. You use the verb play for sports that use a ball. For example, you can play basketball, play tennis, or play volleyball.
Right, so you could say, I play tennis on weekends. But what about activities that don't use a ball, Avery?
That's a great point. For those, we often use the verb go. For example, I go running, I go swimming, or I go cycling. You use go with activities that end in ing.
Another common phrase is, I go to the gym. Many people exercise at a gym, so this is very useful.
Definitely. And once you're at the gym, what do? You work out. Workout is a great phrasal verb that just means to exercise. You can say, I work out 3 times a week.
And you can also use the verb exercise. You can say, I exercise 3 times a week. It means the same thing as I work out.
Right. And why do we do all of this? Well, we try to stay active. This is a wonderful general phrase. It means you make an effort to have a lifestyle with regular physical activity.
I try to stay active by walking my dog every day. That's a perfect example.
It is. And the biggest benefit of staying active? It keeps me healthy. Staying active is good for your body and your mind.
Okay, let's quickly review those one more time. We have I play soccer, I go running, I go to the gym, I work out, I exercise 3 times a week, I try to stay active, and it keeps me healthy.
Great. Now that we have some vocabulary, let's use it in a more natural conversation.
So, Avery, let's talk about our favorite sports. What sports do you like?
I really enjoy both playing and watching sports. I used to play tennis a lot. It's such a great workout.
Oh, tennis. I can see that. All that running back and forth. What do you like about it?
Well, I think I prefer individual sports. It's just me against my opponent. I like that challenge. I can focus on my own performance. How about you? Team sports or individual sports?
I'm the opposite, I think. I prefer team sports. I'm not a big athlete now, but when I was in school, I used to play a little volleyball. It was so much fun to work together with other people.
Yeah, I can see that. The camaraderie, the shared goal. It must be a great feeling to win a game with your team.
For sure. These days, I mostly just enjoy watching sports. I really enjoy basketball. The games are so fast and exciting to watch.
Oh yeah, basketball is great to watch. So for you, it's more about watching than playing now.
Exactly. But I do like being active outdoors. What about you? Do you prefer indoor or outdoor sports?
That's a tough one. Tennis is an outdoor sport, and I love being outside when the weather is nice. But I'm also a big fan of swimming. I go swimming about twice a week at an indoor pool.
Oh, swimming is fantastic. It's such a good full-body workout.
It really is. And it doesn't feel as hard on my body as something like running. Plus, it's so relaxing. It really helps me clear my head.
I agree. Just the feeling of being in the water is so calming. I also love outdoor activities when the weather cooperates. A long hike or a bike ride is perfect on a sunny day. But in the winter, I definitely prefer indoor activities like a yoga class.
Yeah, exercising in the cold is not for me. So to summarize, you're more of a sports watcher and you enjoy non-competitive outdoor activities. And I lean towards individual sports like tennis and swimming.
Sounds about right. It's interesting how we have different preferences, but both find ways to stay active. Okay, so let's move from specific sports to our general exercise routines. Avery, what does your workout routine look like during a typical week?
Sure. I try to be pretty consistent. I usually go to the gym after work on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
Oh, so 3 times a week. That's a great habit.
Yeah, I try my best. On those days, I work out for about an hour. I usually start by lifting some weights, and then I do about 20 minutes of cardio, maybe on the treadmill or the stationary bike.
That sounds like a very balanced routine, a mix of strength training and cardio.
Yeah, I find it works well for me. It gives me a good boost of energy for the rest of the evening. What about your routine, Melody?
Mine is a little different. I'm not a big gym person. I prefer doing things at home or outside. So I do yoga almost every morning.
Every morning? Wow, that's really dedicated.
Well, it's not a long session, usually just about 15 to 20 minutes. But it's a really nice way to wake up and stretch my body. It helps me feel centered and ready for the day.
That makes a lot of sense. A gentle start to the day sounds great.
Exactly. Then a couple of times a week, maybe twice a week, I go for a long walk or a light jog in the park near my house, usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So you have something active planned for almost every weekday.
I try. For me, it's more about consistency than doing a really intense workout. And on weekends, I don't have a strict plan. If the weather's nice, my husband and I might go for a hike. Or sometimes I'll take a fun online dance class.
A dance class sounds fun. So you like to mix it up.
Yeah, that variety keeps it interesting for me. If I did the same thing every single day, I think I would get bored very quickly.
I get that. I sometimes change my workouts at the gym for that same reason. So what are the health benefits you notice the most from your routine?
For me, the biggest benefit is mental. The morning yoga really helps me relax and manage stress. And the walks give me time to think and listen to podcasts. Physically, I just feel more energetic.
I completely agree. The mental benefits are huge. After I go to the gym, I always sleep better that night. And I feel stronger in my daily life, which is a good feeling. It definitely boosts my confidence.
Totally. It's not just about looking a certain way, it's about feeling good, inside and out. It sounds like we both have routines that work for us. Yours is more structured around the gym, and mine is more flexible and varied.
And both are great ways to stay active and healthy.
All right, now it's your turn to practice, listeners.
We're going to ask you some questions. We will leave a pause after each question for you to answer out loud. Don't be shy. This is the best way to improve. Practice speaking.
Ready? Okay, first question. What sport do you play? Or what sport do you like to watch?
Great. Next question. How often do you exercise?
You can say, I exercise 3 times a week, or I exercise every day, or maybe I rarely exercise.
Okay, next one. Where do you usually work out? Do you go to a gym, exercise at home, or do you prefer being outdoors?
Excellent. And our last question for you to practice, why do you like it? What are the benefits for you?
For example, you can say, it helps me relax, or it gives me energy, or it keeps me healthy.
Wonderful job, everyone. The more you practice speaking, the more confident you will become.
Absolutely. You can always rewind this section and practice again. Okay, that's almost all the time we have for today. Let's do a quick recap of the most useful phrases from our conversation.
Good idea. To talk about your habits, you can use the present simple with an adverb of frequency. For example, I usually go to the gym after work. Or, I often go for a walk.
Right. And to talk about where you exercise, you can say, I go to, like I go to the gym, or I go to the park for a run.
And to talk about the benefits, the phrase, it helps me, is so useful. It helps me relax, it helps me sleep better, it helps me feel energetic.
These are simple, powerful phrases you can use right away, and we would love to hear you use them.
Yes, let's make it our question of the day. Write in the comments section on our website or on our social media and answer this. What sport do you like and why?
We read all of your comments, and we love seeing you practice the English you learn here with us.
Thank you so much for joining us on the Cozy English podcast today. We hope you feel more confident talking about sports and staying active.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our next episode. And if you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend who is also learning English.
It really helps our podcast grow. Until next time, stay cozy and keep practicing.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.